Leader, if your title is heavy and your soul is tired, you're in the right place. This show is for the burnt out leader who feels spiritually disconnected and trapped in outdated toxic leadership models. Let me help you restore your presence, your peace, and your purpose with grounded strategies and soul-rooted wisdom so you can lead your people with confidence, compassion, and conviction. I am your host and guide, Dr. Denise Simpson. Join me now so we can integrate spirit, science, and strategy. Hi, welcome back, leader. Happy you are here. So excited to talk to you about an incredible message that I received this weekend after watching a great movie called Project Hail Mary. Now, no spoilers, I promise. That's not my thing. That's not what I like to do. I am a moviegoer, love movies. This family is obsessed with movies and telling stories. And we know when someone spoils it for us, that's it. You're done. So I will not be doing that. But I was so compelled to share something that I discovered in watching this movie. I always draw parallels to what's happening in the world or what's happening in fiction, what's happening also in, nonfiction, and always drawing parallels to the leadership context because I'm obsessed with you. I'm obsessed with this field of study and couldn't help but draw those parallels with this movie. And again, without giving you the spoiler of how it ends, what happens, I will say this. I walked away transformed. I know that's a really important statement. I know. I walked away transformed. And this is what good storytelling does, right? A good book, a really good, well written book. And then it's, moved into a film and you have, great directors, great, screenwriters, great executive producers. And here I was walking in thinking I was just going to be entertained. How fantastic. I get my popcorn, my hot dog. Yep, I have one of those, and a giant Coke Zero. And I thought, oh, this is going to be fun, going to be entertained, but had no idea that I would be sobbing my heart out in that movie. And the days after that movie, I put my mind to work because I was so interested in digging deeper into the message of that movie. And that's what we contemplatives do, right? We can take entertainment, surface level stuff, and we can take it 10, 20 layers deeper. And that's what my brain did because it was so compelling, so moving. And I drew parallels to what we do as leaders. And that is this. And I think this is the most important thing for you to hear right now, especially if you are questioning whether you in this role, are making a difference in this industry, in this organization, in this department, in this region. Fill in the blank for yourself. So if you're asking, am I even making a difference in this role? Then hear me clearly because this is the message that I took from that movie. We lead for the love of humanity. It's a simple statement, but it's a powerful one. We lead because we love humanity. There are leaders out there right now who do not love humanity. They are not leading with compassion or benevolence. They are leading with hatred and anger. See, what this movie has done for me is not see this world the same ever again because my actions, my intent, those decisions that I make that then drive the action or the behaviors, my actions, those decisions impact yours. Yours impact his. His impacts theirs. Theirs impacts the world. So we share this space together, and we have forgotten that. I know, we live in the United States. We're all individually empowered. And we have forgotten that we are a collective of human beings sharing the same planet. And so you, dear leader, you're different because you're a contemplative. You're questioning whether you're making a difference. Who, unlike those leaders out there, that are questioning how they're going to benefit from this action or benefit their group from this action, right? They're not considering the collective. They're not considering the entire world. So this movie has changed the way I lead, for sure. Has changed the way I'm going to show up here with you every week moving forward, because I know that my actions have consequences and they're going to impact you and those that share this planet with me. And so every character in that movie was driven, was pulled. There was a pull. There was something pulling them. It was a drive. It was a desire. It was an urge, but they were being pulled out of their comfortableness. God, that's a mouthful. They were being pulled from the familiar. They didn't have a choice but to keep moving to solve this big problem of the earth, ending. And they did it because of their love for humanity. And I love that Ryan Gosling's character took it a step further. Again, there's no spoilers here. He took it a step further in that because he loved himself and his fellow human beings and this field of study so much and the planet that he lives on. And yeah, he was thrusted into a very interesting situation. But he took it a step further. He said, because I have capacity to love myself, my fellow humans, and this planet that we all share, I have capacity to love something non-human, something literally out of this world. And I know some of you are like, that's too deep. My goodness. But hear what I'm saying. We lead for the love of humanity, the human race, not a specific group, not a specific culture, not a specific collective or society. No, it is universal. We love humanity. We love the complexities of humanity. We love the benevolence of humanity. We love the compassion that we share. We love the differences among us human beings. Yes, even the differences. And because we love humanity, we love the planet that we live on, the planet that we share. And so we're willing to do what is necessary to save the planet and save the people that inhabit this planet. And I feel as leaders, we are called. There's a desire, there's great urge, there's great urgency to lead our communities, our nonprofits, our collectives. Here we are being pulled. Who's pulling it? Who's pulling that string? Who's getting me out of the familiar? Who's the one doing, like, where is this urge, desire coming from? So if you're questioning right now, if you're making a difference as a leader, you are. And the better question is, why am I leading? Why do I do this? Not, am I making a difference? If you're a contemplative, yes, you are. But the better question is, why do I do this? Why am I here? For the love of my people, for the love of this collective, for the love of this community. Because I'm going to go first and I'm okay with going first. I'll take the risk. But I also have this expansive vision where I get to see further, farther, deeper than my collective. And I'm able to discern that and synthesize that and make decisions for my collective. So you're the one moving forward. You're the one moving them forward. Now, listen, I know every day is mundane for some of us, right? We're leading and it's just routine. It's task. It's familiar. It's like, I can do this in my sleep. But I want to stir you up a little bit today. I want to wake you up. I want to fan that flame that's in you. Because some of us, right, we had that spark. We were called into leadership. However you got here, there was a spark. And then you fanned the flame. Not your mama, not your lover, not your dog. Okay. You fanned the flame. And that is your responsibility now, is to keep fanning that flame, my friend. Fan the flame. So if that flame, is going out. Best get oxygen in there, baby, and start fanning it as fast as you can because we need you. We need you in the front lines. We need you leading this collective. We need you doing this for the love of humanity. Ooh, some of us have fallen asleep. Some of us have fallen asleep. And that flicker of light, hope, desire is dead. But you're the one responsible for igniting it and fanning that flame. And that's what this movie did for me. Ooh, it got me fanning this flame, baby. I'm on fire now, honey. I'm on fire now, and I'm fully transformed because of a movie. A movie. A Hollywood movie. Okay. With Ryan Gosling. Oh my gosh. I'm changed forevermore because of this message. And again, talk to your friend or your boyfriend's neighbor's wife, and she's like, yeah, it was fine. On the surface, superficial, who cares? Um, do her a favor, do them a favor, and take it 10 layers deeper for her, for them. Help them see what the message truly is that this movie has provided. We are doing what we're doing for the love of humanity, for the love of our fellow human being, in the human race, because we all share this incredible planet. Oh my God, who created the planet? Oh, that's a whole other conversation, baby. My goodness, the love, the love. How can you walk away from that movie and not feel the depth of love for your fellow human being? I mean, I was walking on a cloud coming out of that movie after sobbing my heart out. But I'm a changed woman because of it, and my leadership is better because of it. So take this message that you lead for the love of humanity. Lead, just lead. For the love of humanity, lead your people. Lead them well. Leave them better than you found them. Ooh, how many leaders out here are leaving you dry, dead on the floor, depleted? But not you. Because you're bringing them back to life, because you are alive, because you have fanned that flame, because you've taken responsibility for fanning that flame. Get stirred up, my friend. Get stirred up again, because we need your leadership to lead us into the future. Because my actions impact yours, and yours impact theirs, and theirs impacts the world. You can't be on this planet and think your actions will not affect somebody else's. So it is our responsibility as leaders, not followers, as leaders. There's a place for the follower. And by the way, a hell of a leader is a hell of a follower. So you were once a follower, my friend, and you still are following somebody else. Yeah. Ooh, it is a symbiotic dyad that is so incredibly powerful, right? So you're a leader. Move that collective forward. Inspire your followers. Show them what it's like to be a contemplative, one that cares deeply about humanity, cares deeply about each other, cares deeply about the world that we share. Show them the difference. What can that look like for you today? Let's bring this back to earth then. If you're like, yes, Denise, I hear everything you're saying. That's really abstract, pretty nebulous. But like, how do I apply this every day? Well, you tell me. How can you apply this in your daily practice? First, here's my recommendation. First, you get into that state. That's a physiological and a psychological state that you are responsible for getting yourself into every single day. And maybe it's a simple statement. The meaning of my role here is far greater than my ego can ever imagine. And maybe you name that for yourself. And maybe you're leading for the love of humanity and you remind yourself of that, right? It's something bigger and greater. My goodness. Because you were called into this body in this very specific time, place, reality to lead this very specific group of humans. Ooh, why is that? Why were you called and not him? Why were you called and not them? Why were you called and not her? Wake up, leader. Wake up and figure that out for yourself. Why am I here now leading this group of people that I inherited? Because I didn't hire a single one of these people. My goodness. Because if I did, oh my goodness, they'd be so different. Okay, but whatever. You're here now. So the question is, why was I called to lead this group? And you, contemplative, take the time to ponder that for yourself. Maybe it's because it's you that's going to change the trajectory of one of these humans' lives. Ooh, maybe because of you, that one person in the back who sits quietly in the meetings. Maybe that's the person that's going to find the cure for whatever that disease is that is taking out our people. Or what if it's you that's fanning the flame for somebody's courage and bravery? Maybe it's you that's going to change the trajectory of that organization. Maybe it's you that's going to be CEO of that company very soon. Maybe it's you that is going to put a smile on somebody's face today. Maybe that's as simple as it gets for you. You can go as deep and as meaningful as you want, or you can keep it here on the surface. That's fine too. But don't you ever forget that you were called into this role. And then you get to put the meaning on top of that. Find the meaning for yourself, because my meaning is different than yours. Thank God, because God made me very different, made you very different than them. They different than him. Thank goodness of the diversity in thinking and feeling in who we are as leaders. Thank you, God. So what is the meaning you want to put on your role? On why you're here today, right now, either struggling or sacrificing or having a hard time with your team or your organization or even in your business. Find the meaning. You get to define that. Ooh, so it's a win-win, my friend. You define it. It's a win. It's a win. No one else is defining this for you. So do this for the love of humanity. Lead. For the love of humanity, just lead. Okay, lead for the love of your fellow human beings who share this planet with you. And in your corner of the world, in your little sliver of hope, in your little corner office in that organization, or in your home office like me, you get to define that for yourself. What does that mean for you? And then how will you demonstrate that every day? So get into the state of mind and body, to then go and show yourself to the world, show yourself to your team, demonstrate what it's like, be the model of excellence for these people. I promise you, they haven't seen anything like you yet. And let this movie and let this message transform the way you show up in your leadership practice. That is it. You're never going to be the same again. Leader, I hope this has served you. I know it has. And I cannot wait to serve you inside the sanctuary. Don't forget, I have a very specific group, sacred space that I created for us to do this kind of work. And you're going to want to go in there with me ASAP. So join me now wherever you're watching or listening to this episode. I cannot wait to serve you there and go even deeper with you. I'm wishing you a fantastic rest of your day. Let this transform you from the inside out, my friend. And I can't wait to serve you on the next podcast episode. Take very good care. Bye for now. Hey, before you go, if today's episode served you, please consider subscribing or even leaving a review. Or you can share this with a leader who is desperate to find peace right now. Now, if you're craving a deeper refuge, somewhere where you can return to the stillness, I created a sacred space. It's called the sanctuary. Here is where you can reconnect to your divine assignment. Thanks again for listening today, leader. Until next time, take very good care. Bye for now.